for stealing. Someone wants $30,000 for an appearance fee. Someone's out with a tour labrum. All this and the round table. This is the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
Coming to you live from the FN Worldwide Media Studios, located in parts unknown. It's the
All Effin' Wrestling Show
with your host, Canada Dry and the JFB.
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, and for some of you, when I'll see you later, it's how you doing tonight? This is the All Effin' Wrestling Show,
and we are going to talk about nothing until nothing. Does this count as a laugh? Until nothing is enough.
I don't think it counts as a laugh.
No, it's not a laugh just yet.
I am, of course.
I think we got him. I think we got him there.
This is Inside Baseball. Justin likes to laugh, and we are here to make him pop. That is the whole point of this show, is to just get Justin to pop for us. I am, of course, the Prime Minister Sinister. I am from the only Commonwealth that matters, from the City of Champions, the city on a hill. It's the JFB, James from Boston.
And I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling, blessing you every single Sunday. Touch your screen and receive your blessing today. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Oh, he goes down so smooth. Canada Dry.
Can you feel the tingling going down your throat? I love that.
I can feel it. The effervescence, if you will. We are joined today for today's episode of Ye Olde Roundtable. We are joined by, of course, our backup goalie. He always comes in. He puts in the shutout. He lets nothing go in net. This guy is playoff hockey hot. We got the magician.
What's happening, guys? I mean, like I said, I've had 5 minutes to practice, so I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right.
Unfortunately, we were going to have Rebecca in, but she is sick. We wish you nothing but the best, Rebecca. We'll get you on eventually.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not the COVID. Let's hope it's just a.
And of course, we have Justin Massacini. Oh, you guys swear he's holding back the laughter. Come on, he's been playing his tongue.
Is someone keeping score?
Look at this face he's making.
He's trying hard. I'm telling you right now. We got a counter. We got a count.
Look at this. Just for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one. Put it on the screen.
Ding, 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 ding. One.
All I will say is I'm very happy that you guys invited me on here. I'm glad I can finally be a part of this show. And yeah, let's get down to it.
All right. So before we get into all the gobbledygooker and all the razzmatazz, the gobbledygooker, I got it in. Worst gimmick ever. We are going to talk about.
Justin's like, I'm not laughing at that shit.
We're going to talk about the news from the four corners of the globe to your backyard. This is FNN, FN News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB. Yeah, I guess you forgot to insert the new intro. Hey, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, it's beautiful out there, but the traffic is nasty.
Oh, yeah.
But let me just take a sip of this coffee because it changes my whole aspect And it actually drops a bit of knowledge in my head. And I'll tell you what that knowledge is in a second.
Oh yeah, we got to get to the fact of the day.
Oh, it's
Oh.
like it's hitting my brain. Okay, so the fact of the day is this. Did you know that the 100 folds in a chef hat is 100 ways to make an egg?
Really?
Yes.
This episode of Under the Learning Tree is brought to you by Canada Dry. Canada Dry goes down smooth.
Oh, he's Justin, just let it go. Let it go. Just be
He's
yourself.
trying so hard.
Be
We're gonna
yourself.
pop you, dude. I'm telling you, you might as well just let it go. We got a counter.
Be
We got a
yourself.
countdown for you.
Relax.
I can't wait for this.
All right, so our first bit of news. Let's get to the news that was in the week. Michael Elgin misses a pro wrestling Noah because he was arrested for stealing, and here's what he stole. Protein powder. That's right. Michael Elgin stealing protein powder is now in Japanese jail.
Wait,
Not
so
good
who's
for Michael.
Michael Elgin?
It's
Huh?
Impact. Is it Impact?
He was in Impact. He's not there anymore.
Okay.
And he
Wait,
used to
is
be
he
huge
drinking
in
a
New
Canada
Japan.
Dry live on the show?
He's drinking Mountain Dew.
Oh, that bastard.
He's chugging down Sam Adams because he's the
Oh,
cousin.
we got
We
it.
got another one.
That's two.
That is two. Where did you go? Somehow I'm missing two.
I don't know.
That's it.
Canada Dry should keep up with this.
I don't know how I'm missing two.
Oh, number 3. Hit number 3.
3. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, are we going to run out of numbers here?
We got up to 20.
Yes. Unfortunately, I think we are. But
All right. So Mercedes Bernardo, otherwise known as Sasha Banks, wants $30,000 for appearances. Is this an asking ceiling that is too high? What do you guys think?
I think that she is doing this on purpose. Because what it does is someone's going to pay it.
Yeah.
And what it does is it sets her star level higher. You know, and it's a win-win for her because she gets to relax and not do any of the wrestling.
Yeah.
And it helps her star level. So I think it's smart.
What do you think, Magician?
I mean, I agree with what Canada Dry says there, but despite everything what's gone off and despite the pay, she's still a big draw. I mean, wherever she goes, she's going to draw fans in. So is it too much? I don't know, man.
And Justin, what do you think about $30,000 to have what's her face show up for an appearance?
What's her face?
Sasha.
yeah, what's a face?
4.
Is that 4?
I saw that. That's 4.
No, not okay.
Just,
yeah, magician's
I'm gonna
on
let
me
I'm gonna
then.
let you.
Ding, ding, ding. We got 4.
Ah, there's a 4.
So yeah, I think $30,000 is way too much asking.
Yeah.
If I were her, I would just probably maybe ask for like 5,000. I don't know. 30,000 just seems like a little bit too much.
5,000. That's nothing. It's peanuts.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You know, when you go to these autograph shows and these appearances, it prices at $30,000. You're pricing out your fans because a lot of people are not going to pay $200-300 for a Sasha Banks autograph or a Sasha Banks Banks and Trust credit card. You know, it just doesn't make sense.
Claudio was doing the exact same thing before
That's true.
he signed with AEW. So
Yep.
There's precedent.
So let's get to our next bit of news. Adam Cole is out. He's going to have surgery on a torn labrum. For all you dirty minds out there, that is your shoulder. keep it PG, damn it. TV 14 at least. MLW and Hot Topic have a licensing partnership. What does this do for MLW? Does this bring MLW to the forefront? Are more people going to start putting eyes on that product? Canada Dry.
MLW, they got something going, but I feel like they're just not there yet.
Yeah.
They need something. And this is a step in the right direction. But like, do the average wrestling fan know about other than Hammerstone, I don't know who the hell's on their roster.
Yeah. Another Samoan from the Hanoi family.
Do you just pulling you guys? Justin, do you know who's in MLW? Name a few wrestlers. Can you do it? Nope.
Oh, is it glitched?
Can you hear us?
Oh, that's what you got.
Anyways, Liam, name a few wrestlers from MLW.
And I only know this because I do actually watch the product. So
I can hear
Enzo's there. Enzo's there.
Yeah.
Some of the Von Erichs are there. Some of the Sons. I think that's it. That's only a few I remember.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, and you watch the product.
Yeah, but that's only because that's obviously watch the product. But for people who doesn't know about the product, is it going to draw people in? We do not know. But I have watched the product. The product is pretty good.
Yeah, product is really good. Really, really good. Matt Jackson, talking about injuries in AEW, Matt Jackson suffered a stinger in the main event Wednesday, which could be a good reason why they switched the belts off. He got hurt pretty early in the match, from what I understand. So, outside of that, let's talk about bad taste.
What can I got here?
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
We'll share in a minute.
Come on, the stone cold face from Justin here. He doesn't want to be known as the laugher anymore.
So talk about bad taste. Santino Marella, Mr. Cobra himself from the WWE, is standing by his decision to book Marty Scurll for his Battle Arts promotion in August, his event in August. I'll give you my take. The guy is just dirty. I would not touch him with a 10-foot pole. Obviously, Santino Marina thinks otherwise. What do you guys think? Is this in poor taste?
Well, you're gonna find out if people buy tickets. If people buy tickets, it's a smart move. If they don't, it's not. I think it comes down to, is he still marketable? And this is a business. If you're thinking I can make money off of Marty Scurll, why the hell not? That's my take on it.
Yeah. Well, you're from that side of the pond, Mr. Backup Goalie. What do you think?
I think it is a bad call. I mean, I think his past, his history, it's just bad wherever he goes. But as Canada Dry says there, will he draw people in? I mean, it's the fan base. We all know what the fan base is like. So it's just want to see what happens, to be honest.
Yeah. What do you think, Justin?
I 100% agree. But here's the thing. If he doesn't bring anybody in, what does that mean for him?
Yeah.
Well, look at Ric Flair, though. Look at Ric Flair. He's having his last match, and he's being forgiven by WWE. They're putting him back in the beginning of the show. So everyone's kind of moved on from the helicopter ride from hell.
That's true. Yeah. But, also Ric Flair, as far as we know of, hasn't had a sexual relationship with a girl under the age of 18 either. So, which is something Marty did.
That we know of, okay?
That we know of, yes. I mean, it's all, at this point, just speculation. All right. So, All Out is coming back to Chicago. I can rest assured that Effin Wrestling is not going to be selling sweet tickets this year to All Out. We have talked about it
soon to sell the All Effin Sweet tickets last year. We're not going to name names.
Is he laughing? Sorry. Is he
That's
laughing?
A laugh.
That's 5.
That's a laugh. Ding! Number 5.
Justin,
no,
what got me, on the screen at all times, or it's going to count as a laugh. So there we go. We got
what got me was when JFB said like All Effins not going to sell sweet tickets to All Out.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, that was a laugh. That was we're at 5. Put the 5 up.
Put the 5 up. Bing. Number 5. All right. Io Shirai says she will not re-sign with WWE unless it's her on the main roster. Liv Morgan, good news for her. She is actually connecting with the fans. She's the number 3 selling merch of WWE. And let's get to our good news, because we always like to talk. We always like to end the news segment with the good news. So doctors expect Big E to make a full recovery. And while he is still out, he is joining the talent and recruitment teams during their open tryouts in Nashville, Tennessee during SummerSlam weekend. So is this good news? Are we excited to possibly, maybe, not so much in the near future, but in the far future, we might see Big E back in the ring again?
Big E is just this lovable guy.
Yeah.
If there's anyone in WWE that I'd like to hang out with, it'd probably be him. He's just this lovable character. Like he just comes across as this fun guy to hang out with.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him.
What do you guys think?
Justin, you over to you.
I think it's very possible that we could see him back in the ring in the near future. I agree with Canada Dry. He is definitely lovable, and I just really hope that WWE, when he does come back, they don't like force him back into the title picture until he's ready to get back into the title picture.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Magician?
I hope he does come back very soon because he's a big draw for the fans. I mean, everybody gets behind him. I'm a big E fan.
Big E fan.
Big E, yes. All right. And I want to see him go for a title again because I feel like his WWE one was a little bit tainted.
I completely agree. I love him. I love his positivity. I met him at a signing once. He was upbeat, very personable. I love it. I'm gonna make a prediction that he makes an appearance at SummerSlam. I don't know in what capacity, but I think he shows up. It would be
cool for him to even be the host of Summer. That would be sick.
That would be awesome. So
if I could, what I'm thinking is, and this might not be true, but I'm gonna make a prediction as well.
Okay.
He might even show up during the last man stand match between Brock and Roman.
But what would he do? Referee?
Probably just.
He's like, hey guys, I'm here.
He just tips his cap.
Oh, I gotta laugh. That's number 6.
That's number 6. Bing, bing, bing. For those following at home, we are now at 6 laps.
Jeff said 9 max, so I'm gonna make sure it stays at 9
Okay.
max.
He said pace yourself.
Justin.
All right, we are done with the news.
Advice for you, Justin. When you laugh, you might as well just get it all out that one time when you just go for it, so then you can get it out of your system.
Yeah. Pace yourself. I got you at 17, so
I've got you at 11, so come on, get it right out.
All right. So now we are done with the news, and before we go any further, we have to. Well, we have a new segment. We don't have an introduction for it yet. We're gonna try it on like a suit, see if it fits. It's called Who Pissed in Your... Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, let me just... Oh! Someone pissed in my cornflakes. That's a laugh if I've ever seen one. You can't put your hat down. You cannot put your hat down. Put it up. Put it up there, baby. What are we
at? 7.
We're 7?
Right. I might not be able to beat you in AFW, but damn it, you got me so good.
All right. So here's my segment.
Yeah.
Who pissed in my cornflakes? Who pissed in my cornflakes?
Who?
Tony Schiavone.
Oh, geez. How did Tony Schiavone piss you off?
Schiavone, okay. So here's my beef. Tony Schiavone calls it a scorpion deathlock every single time. But he'll go scorpion deathlock or the sharpshooter. No, it's the sharpshooter unless Sting is doing it. So if Sting's doing it, call it the scorpion deathlock. But when, especially when it's a Bret Hart guy like Claudio,
yeah, call
it the sharpshooter. Do not call it scorpion deathlock. Come on, especially with all these tributes to Bret on AEW Dynamite. Then you're shitting on him. Come on, so don't piss in my cornflakes, and you won't be on the show again, Tony Schiavone. Cut the skit, Tony Schiavone.
All right, let's get to our joke of the week.
I'm still giggling at that.
Joke of the week is going to be Taylor Cooper again. This guy is gold. I swear we should have like a 30-minute Netflix stand-up special with him just telling jokes because this guy is gold. So, joke of the week.
What's up, Effin' Wrestling Podcast? This is Coop, and here is your joke of the week. What kind of car runs on leaves? An automobile.
Oh, that was pretty good, though.
Look, you don't laugh. It's the joke of the week. Come on, give us this one. You don't disrespect Cooper like that. Come on, just laugh. All right, we got 8.
He's trying. He's trying.
We got 8. We got 8.
We got 8. We got 8 on the board, baby. 8 on the board. Jeff Chadwick, I think you're going to lose this bet, my friend.
To Coopy, he worked hard.
Wait,
on
so
that
you said 11.
Well, we're at
James said 17.
No.
How much did Liam say?
I said 17 as well.
Okay.
Joke of the week is brought to you by UHF Channel 62. We have all of the great movie hits, including Gandhi 2, Back for Blood. That's right, UHF 62. If you can't find it, UHF, it blesses us with so much material at this point. All right, I am going to go ahead and get ready because we are getting ready for the main event. Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Holy cow, you know, it's been 4 weeks. Every month we have a roundtable. This week we have Just in Time, the Crown Prince of Hilarity. We have Backup Goalie. We have Canada Dry. We got the JFB. And as your moderator, I am going to do our 6 inquisitive but yet pertinent questions. Question 1. Now that Stephanie, Triple H, and Pritchard are in leadership roles with Vince still leading creative, should Vince be relieved permanently with everything that's transpired? Canada Dry, you go first.
Vince, you know, I think if he just goes away for a while, just like everyone else, let everything cool down, he could come back on TV in like a year or so. But just like let's just forget they if Vince is on TV every week, they don't let this drop because he's in everyone's mind. You kind of gotta let him go away for a while if you wanna keep him as part of the show. But personally, I think he needs to just retire. But I don't think he would ever know how to do that.
No, he'd start another promotion. Liam Wakeland, tell us what you think. Should he be relieved permanently from his position as CEO and chairman of the board?
I have to agree with Canada Dry. I think it is time for him to pass the baton. I mean, he's been doing it for absolute years. A lot of fans have always said that while Vince is in control, WWE is not going to go anywhere. We saw what happened with Triple H when he was in NXT. We're doing absolutely terrific. But now I think it's time to pass the baton, start fresh. And plus, they're also going to, is it TV 14?
Yeah, TV 14. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin Incredible, what do you think?
Dear Vince McMahon, go away.
But you said deer in front of it, so do you love him?
No, seriously. Go away. We don't need you here anymore. You got kids to take over for you. Just go be happy with Linda McMahon.
Provided that she lets him go in the house. All right, I got a follow-up question, and that is going to be this. Are we going to see a shift in the business? Do we see them going in a different direction, possibly? Liam, you go first with the follow-up question.
I I think it's time to go a different direction. I think the PG era is not working. I mean, you see comments daily on social media saying it's time to get out of that PG era. So I'm actually excited to see where they go with this TV-14. So, yeah, I think a different direction is probably the best.
All right. Justin, what do you think, brother?
Yep. I couldn't agree with Liam much better. I enjoyed the PG while it was PG, but now I'm just sick of it. I'm ready for TV-14.
All right. Go, Mr. Canada Dry.
Justin is growing up right before his eyes. He's ready for TV-14. He's ready. Ah, we got him.
We got it. What number is that?
8?
8?
9.
Oh.
We're at 9.
Nope.
Some reason
9.
9's not on there anymore.
Okay, so
we're at 9.
We're at 9.
For those keeping track at home.
So, I love you, Justin. You're great. But you know, the fact that I'm not for blood on every single show.
Yeah.
I'm not even for blood every second show, but once maybe a month you can have some blood on Raw, on AEW. It just expands what you can do in a wrestling match.
Yeah. I mean, here's my take. WWE is a publicly traded company and yet runs their business much like Raw and SmackDown. It is a lawless Old West show where everybody gets shot and everybody's got a gun. I honestly think for the betterment of the business, in terms of just stockholders and stuff like that, Vince needs to go. He just needs to step down and accept the fact that scandal is a scandal. It would be no different if Mark Zuckerberg, it came out, he was plugging every intern that came into Facebook, you know.
With Zuckerberg, it would be, though, like we found out he's an alien.
Yeah. Now, however, do I see a shift in the product? Be it that they're TV-14, I don't see it lasting for very long, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but I think it's going to still be business as usual. Vince built a model by which the business has run for decades. And I think, really honestly, dramatic change is going to hurt it because you have to answer to the shareholders. And right now, they're making money hand over fist. It's insane. So, all right, let's go to our number 2. And that is this. Was giving Wardlow the TNT belt a bad move or a good one as a stepping stone to possibly main event status? Justin, you go first.
I think it was a good move. I'm actually happy to finally see Wardlow with the championship because he even said himself he's not going for the big title until CM Punk automatically comes back. So give him the TNT championship, I think, was a good move. As far as main event status, yes, but I think we should just, wait and see how he does against CM Punk.
All right. Canada Dry, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I absolutely love this is old school booking.
Yeah.
Because you're building him up. You build him with the mid-card title. And just like Macho Man was great with the mid-card before he had the world.
Yeah.
They're building a star. And that's how you properly build a star. You don't shove them down everyone's throat by putting the world title on. That's too soon, and it pisses people off. People like to fall in love with a character, and this is how you do it.
Oh, Mr. Backup Goalie, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a great move. I think Canada Dry said it best. It's building a star up over time. Obviously, he's got the mid-title. Oh, damn it, them bloody conflict. But yeah, I think it is the fact that they're building him up. And obviously, main event status, I think time will tell. It's still not the full product for me, but we'll see. I mean, the guy's still new.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thought. I think, unlike WWE, which kind of just throws a belt, the World Championship belt on an individual because they're hot at that moment, which makes sense. But AEW is doing it the old-fashioned way. You're right. They are starting with the TNT belt. Now, personally, I would love to have seen Pac have the TNT belt and the All Atlantic go to Wardlow, because I think the All Atlantic is going to be the IC belt for AEW. I don't see the TNT belt being a launching point, if you will, for.
We'll see, because they have built it up so far as the Intercontinental title at this point.
Yeah, but who out of all the people that have won the TNT belt, who legitimately could be their world champion? The answer is no one.
Cody, Wardlow, and Miro.
I mean, Miro at some point, maybe, but it ain't going to be anytime soon.
Cody was still in AEW. I didn't say that. Like, if he came back tomorrow to AEW, he's world title caliber.
I'm going to say this to you, Canada.
Screw
you and screw your screw your logic.
You know what?
Say this, anybody but oh, go ahead, Canada.
Screw my logic?
Yeah, screw your logic.
I'm part Vulcan, damn it. Live long, laugh, and prosper.
Go ahead, Justin.
Biting that tongue so good. Look at him bite that tongue. He's got a sword on his tongue after this.
He's gonna have half a tongue. He's gonna bite it right off. All right, Justin. What were you?
Like this. He's doing good. I'm impressed, Justin.
I know. What were you gonna say, Justin?
I will say this. Anybody but Sammy Guevara.
Really? You see Sammy Guevara as being
should have the title.
Wow. Okay. I gotta say, I think the All Atlantic is going to be the workers' belt, and I think Wardlow should have that belt before he gets the World Championship. But here's the thing: you can't wait too long to put the strap on Wardlow, whether it be after CM Punk, whether he's the one who defeats CM Punk. You got to get the belt on him sooner than later, because he's red hot.
The Pac match on Dark with all Revolution Pro.
Yeah, I did.
That was so cool that they did that.
Yeah.
Because putting it whenever Pac defends it in the world, I think that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I totally agree. I like the idea of them putting that belt out to different promotions, because we can't ignore the fact that while they're wrestling full time for AEW, Tony Khan lets them wrestle in other promotions, and Rev Pro is Pac's. If I'm not mistaken, that's his home promotion. Did he get a start at Rev Pro, or was it Dragon's Gate that he got his start in?
I don't remember.
I think it was Dragon's Gate.
I think it was Dragon's Gate too. But I mean, it's in his homeland, and it's great.
I still hate the name, but we're stuck with it for a bit.
Oh, the All Atlantic?
Yeah.
Why don't we just call it the... Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I got a problem when someone from Japan is competing for the belt, because Japan is in the Pacific. It's not in the Atlantic. All right, that's who pissed in my cornflakes. Damn it.
Well, you'll have a segment too. You'll have a segment too in one of these days.
All right, let's get to our number 3.
Cornflakes to spit out as well. So.
Yeah, mine's going to be who pissed in your Fruit Loops. All right, now with the WWE going to TV 14 era, how edgier do we think WWE TV is going to get? Canada Dry, you go first.
Well, we touched on this a little bit earlier. I don't think it's going to be quite as edgy as AEW. They're going to put their foot in the water to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And everything is going to be under a microscope when they do this, because they got shareholders and everyone so it's going to be very, very touch and go with this.
Yeah. Oh, Liam Wakeland, what do you think about?
I think it's going to be more like a trial and error thing, to see how far they can actually push it without, as Canada Dry said there, without the stockholders and stuff. But we'll see. I don't think we'll see too much, but we never know.
Okay. Justin, what are your thoughts?
I agree with both of them. Although edgy's good, I don't know. I guess we'll just see where it goes.
I think TV 14 is going to last exactly less than 30 days. And here's the reason why. They have built a family product. Mom and dad can bring Johnny and Susie to the matches, and unless there's a horrible accident, they're not going to see someone bleeding like a sucked pig. And that's what you're going to get with TV 14. The minute that one of these guys does a blade job or, gets cut open and the ring is covered in blood, mom and dad are not going to bring Johnny and Susie to WWE. Look at the crowd. When you look at the WWE crowd versus AEW,
you need like the realism. When you have a Hell in a Cell, when you have a cage match, you need a little blood in that thing.
I understand, but look at the crowd at AEW versus the crowd at WWE. Buttload of kids at a WWE show. Lots of them. You don't see that many kids at an AEW show. And the reason why is because of the amount of blood and violence. I mean, WWE is not going to have a match called Blood and Guts. One, because it's trademarked with AEW, but they're not going to have blood and gore on their show. It's just not going to be. Alex Haney says that's not what TV 14 is. Blood. I mean, do you get racier? I mean, who knows? I mean, TV 14. I've seen shows on that are TV 14 that should not be TV 14. I barely
era? Was that above 14 or what was that?
14 and above, yeah. So. All right, let's get to our fourth question. With the All-Atlantic already being used, the trios belts in waiting, and Tony Khan saying that there are other belts as well, is the championships becoming as too much or as bloated as the roster? And I'm going to go with Justin first.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah, so now that they have the All-Atlantic being used, the trios belts are kind of in waiting. And Tony Khan says there are other belts that he has as well. Are the championship belts becoming as bloated as the roster is in AEW?
To be completely fair, I think so. And I just want everybody to know on this on this stream right now that I'm not hating on AEW or anything, because I love AEW, but too many championships, man. I don't want these championships to be considered as WWE belts.
Totally agree. Canada Dry, what are your thoughts?
I 100% just surprise. I disagree with you, Justin. That's your real name. Is it your real name? What's your name?
Why wouldn't that be my real name? Why would not?
What's your
why
real
would that
name,
not be
Justin?
my real name?
Could be a shoot name. It could be a gimmick name. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I am not saying this. I am not saying my middle name on stream. Nope.
Now we got it. Now I know what his middle name is. Guys, if you can
you'll
find out,
you'll find out when we go off air. But get to your point.
Get to your point, damn it! Get to your point. See how he talks to me. See how he talks to me.
Such disrespect and.
So, my thoughts on the titles are: once Ring of Honor starts up, it's not going to seem like that at all. Because they have their own titles, and they appear on Dynamite or whatever right now. They need to be on Dynamite right now because they don't have their own thing. So yeah, you got to keep ROH in everyone's mind right now.
Yeah,
so
I'm talking just AEW alone. I mean, you've got multiple belts that are out there.
I'm thinking that's why people are saying this, because you see the Ring of Honor title, you see the Ring of Honor tag titles. That's why, just like this, right now, what do you got? You got the women's, you got the men's, you got the TBS, you got the TNT, you got the All Atlantic.
Yeah,
that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Trios, honestly, I could do without the trios.
Yeah,
I don't really care about it.
How do you not like the trios?
I just it's a gimmicky thing, and it never lasts anywhere.
That's true. Oh, Mr. Wakeland, let us know. What are your thoughts on the roster and championships?
So when it comes to the titles, I mean, hasn't New Japan got just as many titles, and obviously they make it work? I mean, the roster is pretty stacked, but I do feel that when Ring of Honor starts up, I think we will see, like working between both shows. So that's what I think.
Here's the thing. The trios belts, I agree with Canada Dry. We don't need them. I mean, I understand the second that Omega comes back, it's going to be Omega and the Bucks and win the shows. We know that, sure. And it'd be stupid not to put it on them. And you have other trios teams. You have the Triangle. You have whoever they can pull from the Black
Friends,
Battle Club or whatever. Yeah, I mean, you have House of Black. Yeah, House of Black. There's quite a few trios, teams that are out there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of 6-man tag team matches, 3-on-3, but Ring of Honor is AEW. Stop pretending.
I'm pretending until pretending is enough.
I think Alec. I think here's the thing. I think you're going to find that at some point, Ring of Honor is going to be a separate entity. It's going to have its own TV deal. It's going to have its own streaming deal. They're already restructuring the Honor Club, which is their ability to get on and watch previous pay-per-views and previous shows. I think that's going to be a whole different thing. But AEW, listen, I know TBS and TNT want more belts because championships is what brings fans to the arena, is to watch champions. But don't let TNT and TBS influence you, or Time Warner or Warner Brothers or Warner Brothers Media create all these belts, because women's tag belts are going to be, they're already coming up with names. Thunderstorm. Like, they're already getting you ready for women's tag belts. It's right on the horizon.
You know, my least favorite belt is?
Is it the TNT belt?
It's the TBS belt.
Really?
Well,
I have to agree.
Maybe if it wasn't Jade Cargill being the only one who held it, it's just like, to me, it feels like a placeholder right now with her running around with it. Yeah.
I like Jade. I think she's awesome. I think she's strikingly beautiful, and I think she can bench press a Volkswagen. That's okay in my book,
If you think that bench pressing a Volkswagen is hot, you got to see a psychologist.
I want to see.
You can see the shrink Liam Wakeham.
I want to see Jay Cargill pick up an 18-wheeler, shake it, and watch all these jobbers come out and enhancement talent just raining on the pavement.
They're coming out of the back of the truck.
And she's got to do it in a bikini. It's got to be a bikini. It's got to be a green one, too, because she is money. All right, let's get to our number 4. And we are going to go with this. With a rash of injuries and not very ideal working conditions, both with the indies and major promotions, is it high time that they finally unionize? Ooh, I hope Vince is not watching this, or Hogan, because they'll shut this stream off in a matter of seconds. But yeah, let's go with Justin. Do you think it's time for wrestlers to start creating a union?
To be honest with you, I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I want to say yes or no, but at this moment, I really don't know.
You have a magic 8 ball with you. Maybe you could shake it. Nothing on that. Nothing. I got nothing out of him.
He is stone cold today. I'm telling you.
He's really set on not laughing again.
What number is he sitting on? 8 or 9?
9.
Yeah, he wants Jeff to win.
He wants Jeff to win.
Yeah, he's sandbagging us. That sandbagging son of a bitch. Sandbagging us. The hell you think? You come on my show and you're sandbagging us? I don't think so, mister. All right, Canada Dry, what do you think? Union, non-union, what do you think?
I would love unions in wrestling. It would just, especially in WWE.
Yeah.
But you know what? AEW could use it too, even though Tony Khan treats him great, but still.
Yeah.
I think it would just be good for the product and wrestlers to have more rights.
I completely agree. Liam, what do you think?
I'm with Justin in this one. I'm not too sure if it would work or not. It's one of them, like, I'm a bit torn with it, to be honest. I've really got nothing on that one.
Yeah. I can tell you this. To me, the wrestlers need a union. Here's the reason why. Outside of just dealing with health insurance, which they would be mandated to have by their employer, so whether it's AEW or whatever, they would be protected by working conditions, so like you won't get another Joey Janela with his leg on fire. Alex Haney says unions are protection racket. The other aspect of it too is you have the ability to have a nest egg when you retire. The retirement fund is and here's the thing. The wrestlers would be protected under SAG-AFTRA, which I'm a filmmaker. I deal with it. When you're dealing with SAG-AFTRA, you pay your dues and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, something happens to you, you can't afford to continue working. They're there to pick it up and to help you. You get injured on set, you get sick, whatever the case is. But when you can't act anymore, or in the case of wrestlers, when you can't wrestle anymore, there's a retirement fund there for you that you can draw from. And that's the hugely important thing, because a lot of these guys are making huge amounts of money and they're blowing it just as huge. Watch Ms. and Mrs.
So here's the question.
Okay.
Would unions kill indie promotions?
Here's the thing. I don't think, in all honesty, they're going to kill it. SAG has different tiers for productions. So you have micro budget, which is $250,000 and under. You have tiers above that. Until
so
you
just have that tiers of unions.
You would have to, they would have to adhere to the tiers. So indie promotions, and that's the thing. I mean, you can have SAG-AFTRAs on a non-union shoot. It's not smart, and SAG will tell the actors not to. But if a SAG actor wants to come on a set that's non-union as a favor or whatever, they can. They're more than welcome to. And if a wrestler wants to take a booking for an indie promotion, more power to him.
It would definitely change it, though, right? Like everything would have to slowly kind of grow that way.
Things will change. I mean, it's not just the betterment for the wrestlers. It's going to be the betterment. It's going to be the detriment to the small wrestling promotions. Like we have one here in Nashville that's a small promotion, and it's $5-10 to get in. You're seeing a lot of young talent. You see a lot of the old guys coming in off the streets and stuff. Gangrel was here last week, so you're getting you're getting the old school guys, and you're getting these young talent cutting their teeth. Yeah, if they have to pay union dues, then those tickets aren't going to be $10 anymore. They're going to be $30-40, and then that prices you out of your standard. I mean, there's always a plus or a minus.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's get to number 6, and that is this: with several female wrestlers shooting about lack of time for matches and fairness and being treated, are women subject to secondary talent by male dominant booking and promotions, as well as being the fact that the majority of fans are males between 18 and 35. Holy cow, we lost Justin.
Where's he gone?
He got pissed.
I
didn't do anything.
He's gonna laugh, so he goes off camera.
There he is. There he is. He's back. All right, I'll repeat the question for Justin.
And then came back.
He's like, I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh, there we go.
We got 10.
Who did anyone say 10? I don't know.
Oh dear.
We gotta get one more.
Sorry,
so Ken,
Jeff,
you
I
got your
tried.
So the question
you were
was
doing really good. I was impressed.
we were expecting like 20 plus. So I think me and Liam are gonna come on the short end of the stick here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to repeat the question, with several female wrestlers giving shoots about lack of time for matches and fairness in being treated, are women subjected to being secondary talent by male-dominated booking and promotions, as well as being the fact that the majority of fans are males 18 to 35? So are they more of an oddity and just kind of fluff and filler between matches between guys? Canada Dry, you go first. What do you think?
I'm gonna pass this off to one of these guys because I want to know what they have to say. Who wants to go first?
Let's go, Liam.
So, when you put it in that perspective, you can see why. I mean, obviously, Thunder Rosa came out saying she was frustrated. I mean, she hasn't got much TV time. So, yeah, I think women do actually struggle with that a little bit.
Damn it, Justin. Isn't he? Aren't you in the same faction as he is?
That's another one.
No? Okay. Just making sure. Trying to make sure this is not some kind of like diabolical scheme. Justin, what do you think?
Justin, are you? Can you hear us?
Oh. I gotta agree with Liam.
Okay. Is there a reason why?
To be honest, I can't think of one. I'm just gonna say that I agree with Liam.
Okay.
Okay. Canada Dry, wax poetic. I know somebody's pissed in you cornflakes about this.
That whole piss in the cornflakes thing. I talked with Natalya Markova about that, and she doesn't like it. She thinks it's
women don't get toilet humor.
Oh,
That's
we got 11. We got
11. Ding 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 ding.
Yes. All right.
We got 11. Holy Christopher Columbus.
Dry is going to ease off the gas pedal now. All right. So. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So Natalya Markova she didn't like the whole piss in your cornflakes thing. I told her we were gonna do a gimmick of yellow coming into the cornflakes, and she's like, "That's so gross." And so I'm like, "Okay, maybe we won't do that because But for females, I think like they aren't there yet. Like I think it's not quite there. We're progressing there, but it's like the fact that they didn't do the women's pay-per-view ever again. It's like why not? You did it once, keep doing it. Like okay, women's rights, and then never again. Like that just shows we're not there yet.
Yeah, I think here's a problem. I think when you do major promotions, and I'm going to single out WWE and AEW, they're catering to their core audience. And guys, watching two women beat the living hell out of each other, some guys might like that. Some guys don't. But, I mean, they go there to see CM Punk, Roman Reigns, so on and so forth. You see the number of matches and the time that these matches take place is ridiculous. I mean, the Natalya, her last match before the pay-per-view was 4.5 minutes. Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm was 8 minutes. Yeah. And it's insane. And I think major promotions are guilty as hell. The mid-tier promotions like MLW, NWA,
I think NWA does a really good job with their women.
NWA and Impact right now, bar none, treat the women's division with the proper respect that it should and it deserves.
When a women's match is at its best, it's awesome. Like because they just feel different. Like the flow they do, it just feels different, and it's beautiful and graceful, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there are women on NWA and women in Impact that would put men to shame. I mean, Impact's got a stout roster. NWA has got a great roster, but Natalya Markova, who's a friend of the show, her last Her last match on NWA was amazing. It was, to me, it was one of the best, if not the best match of that show.
Yeah.
She puts on a great show. Lady Frost puts on an absolutely amazing show. Mercedes Martinez, when she was in the Indies, put on amazing shows.
Well, that match between Natalya Markova and Masha Slamovich.
Yeah.
The two women, they were able to just like go, and it was
in sync, and that's the key. Now, whether they took the time before the match to kind of pace it out, whether they're calling it in the ring, I don't even think they call it in the ring anymore.
But even here's the thing about that match is, they were only given a certain amount of time.
Yeah, and they told a compelling story.
Yes, but even that match, it could have gone longer and been more beautiful, but they weren't allowed.
Yeah, and Impact roster is 10 times better than AEW and WWE's, and NWA is about 12% better. I mean, it's just, you're talking night and day, because they're, they don't have a large audience, so they can take time to tell storylines, but yeah, I mean, that's, to me, that 90-minute Iron Man match, Jeff Chadwick says Mercedes Martinez versus Tessa Blanchard, having the 90-minute Iron Man match was amazing. It was. I mean, it put the Sasha Banks Iron Man match to shame. I mean, it made it look like it was.
So let's say this, though. The bigger your promotion is, the less chance you have to make women shine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's when the network executives get in there and start calling shots. Like, AEW's kind of handcuffed.
Yeah. I mean, you got to play to the marketing, and that's why WWE, that's why AEW has one. That's why all your big promotions, New Japan. I mean, same with New Japan. I mean, they made the announcement that they're going to start teaming with Stardom, and that Stardom is going to be shown on, at first, New Japan Pro Wrestling USA, but it will eventually matriculate into Japanese wrestling in Japan. And that's a huge thing for a company that since 1972 has never had women wrestle unless it was a cross promotion. They never had women wrestlers on their roster, and they still don't, and they won't. But the handshake with Stardom is huge, because Stardom puts on amazing matches.
They realize they have to get with the times. People want to see women wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I can add one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna piggyback off of what you and Canada Dry were saying.
Piggyback or piggyback?
Piggyback. Sorry, not piggyback. I don't know why I said piggyback, but hey, it's YouTube. Anything can happen on YouTube.
Anything can happen on YouTube.
I'm not even wearing pants. I thought that was going to get him.
No, he's got it. Good job, Justin.
So I'm going to piggyback off of what you guys said. Big promotions like AEW, yes, I agree. And what Jeff was saying with the Iron Man match, yeah, that definitely puts Sasha Banks into shame. But what I'm kind of like disappointed in is with the AEW women's roster, like I can agree, I can understand why they need some time for the men, like on Dynamite. But here's my thing: why can the women put on like longer matches on a pay-per-view if they can't put on longer matches, on like Dynamite or Rampage? I just don't see how like a pay-per-view is any different than what TNT and TBS is putting on.
Totally agree. Yeah, I mean, look at the women's Money in the Bank match was half the time that the men's Money in the Bank match was. And the majority of the people who bitched and complained about the botches from what's her face, Shotzi Blackheart, were mostly guys between the ages of 18 and 35 that were damn you. No. I will have my pants are still on, at least for the moment. But I mean, the Money in the Bank match was half the time of the men's, and that's just, I mean, women could do it and do it just as good, if not better. I mean, You know, I've seen Thunder Rosa's indie promotion matches far outweigh anything she's done in AEW, with the exception of the 2 or 3 matches she's had with Britt Baker.
Oh yeah, I
and-
agree. I agree with that, and like I'm saying, like women's matches don't have to be like the main event like almost every time. Just as long as we can just put like on like maybe like 10 to like 15-minute matches and then let the men have the rest. I'm okay with that. But 5 to 7 minute matches is not going to cut it for the women's division.
No, not in the least. Guys, I think that's our show. We're right at an hour. Holy Christopher Columbus.
Can I just keep going? Like,
I thought you want to quit because you're at 11, damn it. All right.
That's it.
That's our show.
Time.
Yeah, we're coming to a conclusion. We got official count. The nerds in the basement are tabulating the number of times that Justin laughed that we may have missed, and the official number is 11. That is right. Justin laughed 11 times. My God.
Good job, Justin. Proud of you, buddy.
I was off by 6. Me and Liam got the short end of the stick. So that is it.
Now it doesn't count.
Yeah. So do we want to talk about next week?
Right on. We have Roddy Piper's daughter, Teal Piper.
Yes.
And Damo, her tag team partner, faction mate Damos.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's how you say his name.
It works.
But he'll be here as well. So this is an exciting show. Don't know
Next
what to
week?
expect, but it should be good.
Yeah, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific. So that's next week. We got Teal Piper. Alec Haney, you should be freaking on the moon right now because we got the last living legend of the Piper family. We got Teal Piper.
He's got another daughter too, but
He's got another daughter too, but this is the one that wrestles. So as always, you can go to our amazing website because we're all over social media. We are on the social media gimmick like you wouldn't believe. Facebook, Twitter, we're on TikTok, we're on this, we're on that, Instagram, you name it. But in order to find all those links, so I don't have to get exhausted telling you all the links and then you forget and you don't go, you can go to our brand new state-of-the-art website, fnwrestling.com. Got to scroll down to the bottom. Nope, a little bit further. Right there. You see that nice low line with all those little icons? That is where you find all of our social media.
and in the comments or in the description below, you'll see it as well. You can click that if you're too lazy. And we'll get
absolutely. We got them everywhere. We have them everywhere. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. If you're listening to the podcast, you can join us live every Sunday and interact with us. It's youtube.com/FN Wrestling. You can click like and subscribe. You'll be alerted when we go live. Trust me, it's going to be well worth it because we have shenanigans, jocularity, and we might hit you right in the yam bags. That's right. Yam bag Jones. Yam bags. Nobody uses that term anymore.
I've never heard it before in my life, so here we go.
It's a Tazism. Taz used to say yam bags all the time. So
Don't forget our t-shirt store.
Yeah, we got a t-shirt store. Our t-shirt store is prowrestlingtees.com/FN Wrestling. You can get any of these beautiful shirts. The Magician's got his shirt for his podcast. Canada Dry's got his shirt. I am, of course, wearing "Do Unto Others," the AFW shirt.
I got my Northern Mafia shirt over there somewhere. I'm not wearing it right now.
Somewhere it's dirty, probably.
I got my Northern Mafia shirt.
He's part of the Northern Mafia. If you're curious about what that is, it's AFW. Go to our link on our webpage. If you're a fan of old school wrestling, we do run Adrian Adonis's Twitter and his Facebook page, or not his Facebook page, his Twitter and his Pro Wrestling Tee store, prowrestlingtees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can go get an Adrian Adonis shirt. If you're a Natalya Markova fan, we have the fan club shirt on as well. Yeah, we got a buttload of stuff. We are an empire. Damn it.
But so I did post something to our social media. We are on the verge
of
signing a pro wrestler.
like right there,
to be the face of effing wrestling.
Oh yeah,
A lot of people have guessed who it is.
yeah. Boogeyman, that was one.
Who?
The Boogeyman.
Yep, Boogeyman was one.
Yeah.
Alan Angels.
Yeah.
I think Liam said Angelina Love.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess for us, Justin? Justin is having a brain fart.
he's stroking out as we speak.
Hopefully not Nia Jax.
It is
Oh,
not.
no.
I can guarantee you it's not Nia Jax.
It's also not Brooke Hogan, by the way. Just putting that out there. It's not Brooke
Which is a
Hogan.
good segue.
Yeah, speaking of Brooke Hogan, we share our notes with Hulk Hogan. He's been in the business for a lot of years. He knows what works and what doesn't. I mean, he's only tanked one company so far that we know of. Well, two, actually. So, so he knows how to. Yeah, it could be three. You could tank ours. Have you talked to him about? We had our round table, but we didn't really talk about Hogan. What was his thoughts on the show?
We mentioned him. Start talking now. So
yeah.
Hulk Hogan. He's really excited.
Oh,
like he's being more positive lately. I don't know what it is, but he's been a better guy lately. He's excited to come on the show.
I'm excited to have him.
And he wants to come on the show. We got to figure out the dollars and cents of everything and how much it's going to cost and whatnot. It's going to be a big show. So we still, we were still talking about like what it's going to be and all that. So that's Hulk Hogan. Is it 5? Does he got
5.5? We gave him a half a point last week.
Yes, Hulk Hogan 5.5.
Yeah.
Eppin Wrestling 401. Canada Dry out.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.